Welcome back.
What's going on,
This
man?
is great.
It is not the summer of love like we all expected.
Unfortunately, it is not.
Free agency started today. Today is July 1st,
2014. Make sure you throw it
2014.
out there on the air.
2014, because people are probably going to watch this show in 2015.
2021.
Yeah, maybe.
Who the hell knows?
And the draft happened last week,
It did.
or last week.
Last Thursday.
like 4 days ago,
It's-
5 days ago.
It's going to be a
something
week
like
and
that.
2 days. By the time you watch it, it will
So,
probably be actually a
week.
full week.
So that's where we're at. We're at the Kevin Love rumors. We're at the draft.
Yep.
And we're at free agency starts today. So we got lots to talk about.
We got a whole
The
agenda
whole
sheet.
off-season stuff.
Who ever thought that we can get a whole agenda during the summer?
I know, crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
And they,
And we got a whole in the hoop segment.
they've been off for like 3 months already.
Oh, yeah. Has it been that long?
I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
throwing
man.
numbers out.
Yeah, that's fine. 3 months.
3,
is good.
2, whatever.
Plus, it's
you know.
April.
Yeah.
May, June, July, 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a draft party.
We did. We had a draft party at Sullivan's Tap.
I had exclusive passes to the Boston Garden
I stayed behind. and
because
hung
I
out.
pay extensively for season tickets.
Not true, but that's fine.
I know, VIP. I had a VIP pass.
That's true. That's true. You did. Okay.
Totally legit.
Yeah, of course it is. Everything's
Gangrene
legit.
TV, man.
I stayed back and I watched the draft at Sullivan's Tap where the party was hosted.
Did you have lobster tails there?
Oh no, no.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
I think I had some vending machine peanuts.
I had a lobster tail and some steak.
See, now this is why you get paid more than me on the show. You're the host. I'm the
Well,
co-host.
because I have to pay for all these lobster tails and
Of course.
stuff.
Well,
you
the
know.
lobster tails were free. The tickets you had to pay for. Me, I just sat back.
Yeah.
But we do have footage,
We
of,
have
of
footage.
the whole thing.
I have footage of the Garden reaction
Yeah.
and Wick Grossbeck talking right afterwards. So why don't we watch that right off the bat? Bam.
The pick is in for the Celtics. They have 2 first-round picks, also one at number 17 later on tonight. Adam Silver stepping in behind
In the 2014 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Marcus Smart.
Celtics select the 6'4", point guard sophomore out of Oklahoma State. How do you think this guy's going to add a spark to the Celtics team next season?
On the basketball staff, we were excited. It was a applause in our locker room when we knew that we were able to get Marcus. He's a rebel. He has a lot of drive. He has a lot of talent. I'm repeating what he told me about the draft evaluations. They're very excited.
A lot of people are saying that he's the ceiling of a player like Russell Westbrook. Do you pay attention to that kind of stuff, or what are your thoughts on this? So let's talk a little bit about the Celtics fan nation right now, what these fans should expect next season.
Well, I think what they've seen over the last 12 years, they've seen that we try to do everything we can to win. And sometimes it comes together with a judgment application. We're not the best fans in the NBA, and we start with us. And that's what I look at and see.
How much does Andy have in the start of this? Is there anything further in this entire draft process, or is it just
Sleepy on the
Wait, how much are you enjoying this draft process?
I am a supporter. I do my Walter support the basketball staff.
Is there anything else you want to tell our fans today?
I want to say sincerely thank you very much. That's what we have in Memphis. We're trying to get another together. Love you guys.
And I was at Sullivan's talking to fans, I guess,
Yeah.
of the show.
Like fans?
Like not fans,
Fanatics.
like cooling fans. Like maybe one guy knew about the show.
Okay.
I'll tell you what though. In all honesty, everybody knew Red's Army.
Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? That's what I said to almost everybody. Like, oh, you guys are on Red's Army. I go to Red Zombie every day. I said,
As you should.
of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
Best Celtic. I maintain that whether we're on the site or not. By the way, you can watch us on redsarmy.com.
That's true. And
But-
we're not trying to kiss ass.
Before I was on redsarmy.com, I still went to that site every day.
You know what's funny? We're going into season 8 of this show.
Really?
And imagine that, though, by the way. By the way, we're going into season 8 of the show, and we've been pumping Red Zombie since episode 1, season 1.
That might be a push, but
Episode 8, season 1.
anyways, it's a good website. As always, you should be there.
Yeah.
So you're at Sullivan's.
So I was at Sully's when you were inside eating your lobster tails and
Steak
and
and-
your chocolate fountains. I was at Sully's talking to the real people. So
Oh,
the real fans.
you think so?
I don't know. Check it out.
Is that where they meet?
Well, that's where real fans meet.
Okay.
If you're a Bruins
Yeah. So
fan.
watch this little segment on the,
Of the inside of a real place
Yeah.
where hardworking men hang. That sounds weird. Just
watch
watch it.
Just watch it.
Welcome to Sullivan's Tap for the Gangrene TV 2014 NBA Draft Party. Dave Houghton here. We're going to be inside all night at Sully's. Kurt's inside the Garden. Celtics have the 6th pick. Hopefully we can rewrite some history. Follow me. Let's get some drinks. All right, we're inside Sully's. We got a couple of fans here, Celtics fans. I don't think any of them want to be on camera, but we're going to force them anyways. So what's your name? Where you from?
My name is John.
John?
I'm from Wakefield.
Wakefield. All right. John from Wakefield. What do you think the Celtics are going to do tonight?
Well, obviously, I'd like to see the Boston Celtics get Kevin Love. I think we all would.
I think we all would. I think you're right.
Hey, if we stay put at number 6, I'd like to see them draft kid from Boston and Noah Vonleh.
Okay. All right. And what's your worst case scenario here?
Worst
What,
case-
what do you think like the all-time worst thing that could possibly happen today? Celtics trade away all picks, get Kevin Love, and then all of a sudden he leaves next year?
Worst case scenario is if we trade Rondo.
See, I agree. I agree.
I don't think we should get rid of him. I'd like to see him stay here in Boston.
All right. All right, John from Wakefield, thank you very much. It's a pleasure. All right. Let's see who else we can find. All right. Found another victim. What's your name? Where you from?
Matthew from Alston.
Matthew from Alston. Welcome to Gangrene TV. Matthew, what do you think what's your prediction for tonight?
I think Marcus Smart at 6.
Ooh, that's a bold statement. All right. All right.
Yeah.
And now, like I asked John from Wakefield, what's your all-time worst-case scenario?
They draft another power forward.
See, this guy got it. You know it. You know it. So do you think they're going to keep this 6th pick, or do you think they're going to trade it?
Well, I hope they trade it and get something like, Love in return for it, but you never know. Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
All right. All right. Well, thank you very much. All right. We're here again. What's your name? Where you from?
Gary from Alston.
Gary from Alston. All right, Gary. What do you think is going to happen tonight?
I think if we're lucky, Embiid drops to 6th. I think you have to take the best talent in the draft, and I think he has the most upside. Now, if that doesn't work out, I think Marcus Smart, Gordon, those are good picks at 6. I think the worst-case scenario, I'm jumping ahead here, is they package both 6th and 17th for Kevin Love. I love Kevin Love. No
pun intended.
No pun intended.
Right.
But I don't know if he is a franchise winning player.
Okay. No, I can see that. But now, what if we do all this, and then Kevin Love says, I'm just going to play this year, and then I'm out. I'm going to find somewhere else. It's all for naught?
Well, I would love to have Kevin Love here. I just don't think 6th and 17th in a deep draft is the right move. I would love to have him here, but not for that cost. If he comes back here after he opts out, or whatever the case is, I'd love to have him play in Boston. I think he'd love being in Boston. Who wouldn't?
That's true. Who wouldn't love being in Boston?
But for both picks, can't co-sign that.
All right. That's awesome. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So with the draft, as you saw with all our footage,
Yep.
we went smart and young.
We did. Boston went
Smart
smart.
and young.
And went young.
Yeah.
Pun intended. Completely.
What do you think about it, Dave? What is your grade on the draft?
All in all, because all the rumors that were circulating around the Celtics before
I
the
know.
draft.
We really wanted Kevin Love.
Of course. I mean, your end game was Kevin Love, but you also, like, those guys were all right, though. The Kevin Love thing, though, it's not guaranteed. It wasn't guaranteed that he was going to stay next year. Kurt's having a little mic trouble. It wasn't guaranteed that he was going to stay there the following year. So, I mean, you have to just kind of. Do you want me to stop so you can?
That's fine. We got no directors, just us two. It's fine.
That's true. It's just us.
We'll throw some graphics up.
You're going to see the wide shot the whole show. So it wasn't certain that you were going to get Love the following year. So the Marcus Smart pickup and the James Young. I mean, I don't know too much about James Young, but I do know.
He had a nasty dunk.
Yeah, but I do, there's slight things that you know about Marcus Smart. So, I mean, all in all, it's confusing because they picked up a point guard, but I'd have to give it a B+.
I don't think it's confusing at all.
Well, it's confusing in the sense where you kind of know what's going to happen.
I don't think it's confusing at all. I think that here's what Draft Night told me, and by the time everyone watches this, by the time we're talking about this, I've heard this from multiple people already.
Yeah.
In fact, I was a creepy guy at the Garden because I was standing near people that might be in the know.
You're like breathing heavy.
I was trying to be like, what's on your phone, Sean Grandy? Anything good on your phone?
Yeah.
Because I knew those were the guys that tapped in. But anyways,
right.
So what that told me is, because I was like, there's going to be a trade.
Yep.
So I was like, what's up, A. Sherrod? Is there anything on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Mike Gorman? Is there anything on your phone? Because I was there by myself. I didn't have anyone to like.
I was holding down the party.
Didn't have anyone to say, Kurt, step back. Don't be creepy. I was like, I don't want to make friends. I want to see what these guys are get on their phone.
Now that you say that you were creepy, I'm kind of glad I didn't go in the party with you because I would have been extra creepy.
Yeah. So anyways, I was waiting for a trade to happen. It didn't happen.
Right.
They picked the 6th
I think that's
pick.
what everybody was waiting for, and it didn't happen.
They picked, and what that tells us is they did not have what it took, whether it be Kevin Love or anyone. They didn't have what it took to get what the Celtics have was not good enough.
Right.
So we take these young kids who, from all I can tell, I don't watch a lot of college basketball.
Right, and that's more or less our downfall with stuff.
For all I can tell is
as much as I love draft night, it's tough because I don't watch college ball. You're right.
Stats told me via text just before we started, as loves Marcus Smart,
Yep.
and the opposite of Young.
And that's funny
Which
because
is weird because I've read a lot of good stuff. He's young.
Right.
Ha ha. So I'm excited. He's 6'8".
Right.
I'm tired of like Avery Bradley being 6'3" and Rondo being 6'1". Like I want some height,
I know.
And he's young and he can shoot. So what this tells me is we have another year of
Right.
collecting assets. So I still think Rajon Rondo's gone. And that's what this tells me. Let's go with Smart and ship him out. And I love Rondo. Your dog is named Rondo.
Right.
I've been a #1 Rondo fan
Since Rondo was on the team.
Exactly. Since I was like, why are they playing Telfair?
Right.
Why can't Rondo play?
Right. And that's going to be one of the hardest parts of the team.
But I also realize his contract's up.
Mm-hmm.
He wants a gazillion dollars.
He wants Dr. Evil money.
And we're not in the position to give him that right now because what does that do?
Well, we are and we're not. I mean,
we could afford him, but who else are
we
you
can
going to put
afford
around?
him, but then that's it. Then he's playing on a team that will never make it past the first round of the playoffs.
Exactly.
Even, who knows, might not even make it to the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
But you're going to give this guy $100 million to do what? To be the only guy on the team?
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
So I like this question that you wrote down. Will Smart and Young help the team? Because the question that I hear all the time, and the obvious question is, can Rondo and Smart play together? I am not smart enough to know that. So I like this question that you wrote, will Smart and Young help the team? Because I can say yes. Because if you're picked 6, you can ball.
Right.
And this young kid, I don't like that he's
I
young.
know.
I don't like
it's
that.
It's tough.
I don't like it.
It's also tough that Marcus Smart's name is Smart.
Yeah, he's wicked smart.
He's wicked smart. You know how many shirts are going to come out that say, wicked smart kid?
Yeah,
you know?
so, yeah, of course they're going to help the team because there's more talent.
Right.
And so help me God, please trade Jeff Green before these. Oh, my God.
It's never going to happen. It's just never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But I will say this. Will Marcus Smart and James Young help this team? Yes, I totally agree with you. But not enough for the postseason. It's not going to be enough to get to
Whoa. I wasn't saying the post. I'm just saying,
Right.
yes, it's more talent. And I didn't mean winning
No.
games. I meant building more assets. Let them play. Let maybe Sullinger gets better, and you
Right.
have more assets.
Right.
And you can then flip these assets for someone big. The
Right.
someone big obviously couldn't happen this year. So maybe next year, this year we trade Rondo, get more assets. Some of those might develop into something that looks enticing.
Right.
To pull the trigger on that veteran that's not an aging veteran, but like a Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Veteran, but 25, ready to blossom into that prime. We also have some footage. I'm sorry, I'm talking
I
over you,
know,
Dave.
but I just wanted to I wanted to get one thing. And
One
then we'll
thing, go.
there. When you
Are you
ask
done?
when you ask if Smart and Rondo could play together,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't
Because
either.
if you read anything out there now, these two are not complementary together because both cannot shoot that perimeter shot.
It's
So,
basketball. Who needs to shoot?
Yeah, exactly. So can they work together? Maybe not. Who's going to play top dog guy? Obviously, it's going to be Rondo, but is he going to even take any consideration that Smart's on the team?
It's going to be fun again.
It's going to.
So, anyways, we did get some.
Brace yourself. Brace yourself for another bad
I know.
year.
But
That's
listen,
all I'm saying.
we
Just
asked-
Put the seatbelt on and ride this upside down roller coaster.
We talked after the draft.
Yes.
After I finished my lobster tails.
Yeah.
I came back to
I
Sully's
ate
with
my
a
peanuts.
with the Poe people.
Yeah, where the Poe people hang out.
And there were some gentlemen that offered their thoughts on this.
Yes.
So let's go to that footage right now.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, this is El Mysterio Blanco here with Gangrene TV. I'm here with
Matthew.
All right, Matthew, tell me about the two picks the Celtics made so far with Smart and Young.
I'm just wondering what's going to happen to Rondo. I mean, hoping that Jeff Green's gone, and it means Avery Bradley's gone. I just don't want Rondo to leave. You know, I don't want this to spell the end of the Rondo era in Boston.
If you were in the position the Celtics were come the sixth pick, who would you have got based on who was already gone?
I think Smart was a great pick. I'm just wondering what they were doing with Young, you know. I'm hoping that means he plays the 3 and we get rid of Jeff Green. Oh, that's trading Smart, I guess, wouldn't be a bad idea, but I hope they keep him at the 2 and then see what we can build around there.
So drafting a point guard, we already know that Rondo's future is over because Marcus Smart, he actually could just take Rondo's position and make it better. And plus, we already know the rumors, and Rondo kind of doesn't want to be here. But with this draft picks, that's the sign that change is going to happen in the bean.
What about with our other pick with Young? Are you cool with that pick?
Oh, that's a great pick. I feel like we actually have a consistent guy playing the 3 spot, unlike Jeff Green. So and he could play the 2, so that's a very great pick. And plus, our scoring is gonna be up compared to last year. For sure, definitely Marcus Smart's an instant starter. James Young will be with time. He's only 18. He's turning 19 in September. So for sure, Marcus Smart's a starter, and these guys are definitely going to change the culture here.
I really wanted Julius Randle and Dante Exum, but they didn't fall short.
What do the Celtics do at Rondo? Where does he go?
He's gone now, bro.
Where to?
Sacramento, I don't know. You want to draft and trade him for John Salmons? I mean, I like salmon. I like salmon. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Is it all one in the
He's
same?
gone, dude. They're stockpiling draft picks for the next 3 years. You better mortgage your future for the next 3 years rather than the next 5. Rajon Rondo, love him to death. I wish they could rebuild with him right now by getting Kevin Love and getting a couple other guys. Like, maybe if you get Kevin Love, you lure Carmelo Anthony here. But we all know that was a pipe dream.
All right, so that's what those folks think about the draft picks.
El Mysterio Blanca.
Yeah.
Yeah. He comes around.
You know who loves Smart?
Already.
Coach Brad Stevens.
Like,
his hand
that
is.
that was fast.
So, do you think he really likes Rondo? No.
I don't know anymore. I don't know. Who can you trust? Who can't you trust anymore? I don't know. But I mean, Stevens. What did Stevens say about Smart already?
We've fallen in love with his leadership and work ethic.
How do you know that already, though? Like, that's questionable.
Because Brad Stevens is stats. in a higher position. He probably coached.
Jesus, I wish Stats would coach a team.
He would probably coach all day and like take no dose.
Yeah.
Take care of his kids.
Yeah.
I think he has kids. He drives a minivan, I believe. Because me and George were in the parking lot. So,
Yeah,
you know.
that seems about right.
And then like, I can't go to sleep until I watch the DVR of all the games.
Right. I got to watch every single game that's been played
Ever.
today.
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah, he likes. I think. I almost want to trade Rondo just to see him coach a bunch of young kids.
Before we get into one segment, you bring up a great point. What is it now? Should we just let Rondo walk away?
No, we should trade him.
No, I'm saying like there's two. Yes,
Yes,
two options.
yes, we should. We should let him walk away because you know why, Dave? Is because we couldn't get something bigger, and I know free agency just started, and it could still happen.
Yeah.
But I don't. The league told us that we didn't have enough.
Right. Right.
We don't have enough.
Right.
So yes, then let him walk.
Let
and
him-
I love him, but you know what? Maybe I will fall in love with a smart
It's just
kid.
asking for too much. It's just too much.
Too much, and what is he gonna? Does he want to sign here if they're not that good yet?
He's 28 years old, and he's in his prime of his career.
Right.
What 28-year-old in the history of the NBA, besides an In the Hoop segment coming up,
Okay.
besides Irving, wants to stay on a rebuilding thing? You don't want to stay on a rebuilding team in the prime of your career because by the time you actually get all those pieces that you rebuild and you make it to that top spot where you're in the finals, you're already too old to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically the Paul Pierce of the 2008
Right.
championship. Not past his prime, but going towards the declining times of his prime.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, great for him that he, you know, of course, we love that 2008 team, blah, 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 blah. But, like, Rondo's 28, on top of his game, prime of his career, doesn't really want to hang out for a rebuild. Wants to not go to a team that's going to instantly win,
Right.
but wants to go to a team where you're backed up by a 2008 Celtics team.
And he's
You know
a
what I'm
better
saying?
player that way.
And he's a better player
and he
that way.
deserves that. And if we're going to rebuild.
You're going to need another superstar on
If
the
the
Celtics.
Celtics are going to rebuild, just break it all down and start again. Let's get excited. I loved those teams that were
You know
rebuilding.
what? I want to get excited for this. And here's how I want to get excited. Marcus Smart has something in common with an old Celtics legend.
Really?
An old Celtics legend by the name of Cornbread.
Huh.
We got a
Are
little-
we going to show them a little video?
We got a little video.
Let's go to another
We're going to
video.
show. Check this out. And this is how we're going to fall in love with Smart.
Okay.
Maxwell and Dawkins going at it, and now Maxwell goes into a crowd and goes after a fan. Maxwell goes after a fan, and there's Bedlam in the stands here, and Bill. Here's the push. Dawkins pushes him down. He pushes him into the fan. The fan gets excited. Says something to Maxwell. Maxwell went after the fan. Maxwell was wrong. Cornbread Maxwell was wrong because the fans pay their way.
Marcus Smart runs into the crowd, falls in. As he goes to get up, he turns and pushes.
right there, that's an easy call.
An easy call. That's
I do love that.
Now, if you
because
can't...
you know me, I went to Cedric
I
Maxwell's
love
number.
a good fan fight. I love mayhem.
We should start fighting our fans.
Yeah.
Way to lose all the time.
Hold on. Imaginary.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what? Like, first of all, that guy Marcus Smart pushed was like 50, and he was heckling a college crowd. Like, get a real life, man. Like, honestly,
He's
like
a competitor.
lame. No, I'm not saying Marcus Smart. I'm saying this old 50-year-old guy. Like, get a life, bro. Like, this is a college game. Like, what are you trying to do? And then the lady. Woo! Now, you're talking about the Cedric Maxwell fight.
Awesome.
I wish I knew what that guy said to him because it had to be something fierce because Maxwell just elbowed, right?
Well, I mean, if you watch the clip, he didn't even hit him on purpose. He got pushed in
Well, that's true. Initially, he
by what's his name there? I've already forgot his
Dawkins.
name. Yeah, Daryl Dawkins.
Daryl Dawkins. But great.
76ers.
I'll tell.
Speaking of the 76ers,
If that video doesn't pump you up for the Marcus Smart, not that I'm into. Let's just totally annihilate fans, but like.
you ruined my segue.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nope, too late.
I
I was
never wrote a
going to say,
segue.
speaking of the 76ers,
Yes.
this show would be completely different if Joel Embiid fell to number 6.
Embiid, Danny said that he would draft him.
And I was very, very nervous of it, but hindsight being 2020, maybe it was the right thing to do. I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll see. Talk to me in 5 years.
Yeah, right. I mean, Embiid could
I'm
be
gonna-
the next
I'm gonna take the high
Greg
road.
Oden. I mean, who knows?
Right, and that's why I didn't want to take him.
Right.
But then when you don't get him, you're like, maybe we should have,
Well, then,
know.
You know what, though?
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Let's talk about Celtics history in the draft.
I know.
I mean, let's talk about 1997, where Tim Duncan is there. And then the guy goes on, like, he was ours. He was ours. We were there. And that didn't happen. The draft really doesn't work for us. So I'm hoping that Marcus Smart breaks that draft curse. You know
Maybe
what I'm
he
saying?
does. Do you know what Danny Ainge is doing to break that curse?
He's on the phone.
He's like, well, we're not very good at drafting, so let's call everybody.
Let's call every player we can find. Every player.
And the first person he called also leads me to believe that Rondo is not sticking around because it was Isaiah Thomas.
Yes. Not Detroit Pistons bad boys Isaiah
Nope,
Thomas.
because he's not a good person.
And I don't think he can play anymore.
I just don't. He's not a good person.
No. Isaiah Thomas and Hayward.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about Brad Stevens, he used to coach Hayward. So the only problem with him
Is he worth a big money payday?
is he doing
The BMPD.
The BMPD. Is he worth the BMPD, big money payday?
No.
No.
Because
you know what's funny? I think
know what's-
I think John said it the best on Red Zombie. Besides Hayward, his girlfriend, and Hayward's family, nobody else thinks he's worth the money, and I totally agree with that. Now,
But
is he a good
someone's
player?
gonna give it to him.
Someone will give it to him, and it'll probably be the Jazz.
But you can't have a player like that has potential.
Right. You can't just say you're worth too much. We're not going to do it. You have to kind of toy with the idea.
Because the Celtics can't bring someone in like that right now for that much money because it's
especially if Rondo wants max deal.
Yeah, we've touched on this a couple times, but Rondo came out that he wants $100 million.
Yeah.
I texted you right away.
Yeah.
No dice.
And then Jay Gags came up with that great graphic.
Exactly.
It's great.
Love it.
Maybe we can show it right here.
So yeah, I mean this offseason's already been crazy. It's just starting.
Yeah.
Kevin Love was just a dream, Dave.
Kevin Love was a.
Do you think it's still going to happen?
Kevin Love?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't.
right.
Honestly, I don't.
Let's move
I
on
wish
then.
it would, but it won't.
Let's move on. So everything's very, very crazy, and the two big guns are still out there. Actually, there's 4 big guns now because all of Miami Heat opted out.
The entire kitchen in Miami is on fire.
And Ray Allen had already said that he's going to follow LeBron James like a little puppy dog.
Of course he is. And you know what's funny? It's like until you really have to take this quote into consideration. Until Melo and LeBron James find a home, no one's really going to go anywhere.
No.
Everyone's going to be like,
they're waiting, yeah.
Someone's going to, like, Danny Ainge is going to call someone and be like, do you want to play for the Celtics? Can I call you back in like a couple days?
Right.
I got to see where LeBron's going.
And we were just making fun of the Celtics calling 30 people.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it because that's the deal. Like, they're not stupid. They know.
Right.
Let's get in touch with everyone.
Right.
They're going to be like, oh, these guys, they called me right away. They're really interested.
Right.
I'm not right now, but when all the shoes start to drop, I don't have a job. Let's call the Celtics.
So, out of those 30 players, do you think 1 and 2 will LeBron and Melo?
Probably.
I mean, toy with that idea.
LeBron, hey, what's going on?
Hey, you want to play for the Celtics? We got
Get some money.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, Rondo's here.
We have a state house. It's got gold on it.
It's got gold. If we can't afford to pay you, we'll just chip some off.
Yeah.
We'll get Steve Pagliuca to climb the ladder.
That's right.
Scrape a little gold off.
Steve Pagliuca was not allowed in there, unfortunately, because of the voters of Massachusetts.
I know, but at least his rebuttal would be to peel the
No,
gold
I know.
off the dome,
I don't even know if he was. I forget what he was running for at this point.
State guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude.
State dude.
I voted for him.
I voted for him because I love the Celtics.
Yeah. Woo, Celtics.
And here's a little tip in case you're going to Vegas. Certain hotels you cannot gamble on the Celtics.
Yeah.
Because certain hotels partnership with
the Celtics.
The Celtics.
Yeah.
So pick and choose your hotels and bets wisely.
I hope it was LeBron and Melo.
It'd be funny. I mean, it would be cool. Jesus.
I don't know. Maybe they called Patrick Ewing. Who knows?
Patrick Ewing Jr. or Patrick Ewing?
Any of them.
I mean,
Charles, I know you really like TNT, but I mean, we got to fill a roster at 81. You think you can still ball?
Think you can do it?
Remember we were on Phoenix together?
Terrible.
Anyway,
anyways,
they did extend an offer to
Avery Bradley. And what they should do is take this offer and throw it out the window.
I'm 50-50 on him.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's short. He's really injury prone. If anyone offers him more than that,
bye. See you later. Even if somebody offered him 3.6, I mean, I can't. I'm sorry, we can't. Yeah. We just can't afford you.
All right, so we're both not sold on Bradley.
I mean, there was a point in time where I really
and then he got
enjoyed
hurt 37,000 times.
And that's where you
in
just
3
like,
seasons.
This guy,
37,000 times in 3 seasons.
Bring
is
back
a lot.
Tony Allen. Bring back Tony Allen and Al Jefferson and Paul Pierce. Bring them all back.
2004, here we come.
Delonte West.
Doc Brown, where are you?
Gerald Green. Not so much Gerald Green.
You stepped across the line.
I crossed the line. But Delonte West.
I did like Delonte West.
Oh, man. All right, you want to get in the hoop?
Yeah, let's get in the hoop.
Mike's not here to sing it, and I don't think either of us are
Tell me
gonna
about
sing
Kyrie Irving making some NBA history.
We're definitely not going to sing it. Okay. So this is the funny one. Irving made NBA history today by staying with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't think anybody's ever done that.
Okay.
So he signed. He got
that was a good joke.
Thank you. He got a BMPD today. Big money payday.
Yeah, $90 million or something like that.
The Nets trade Jason Kidd to the Milwaukee Bucks because Jason Kidd was looking for a little more power, and the Nets said, "Eat it, buddy. Get out of here."
And then this is so awesome. He's like, "I want some more power." They're like, "Yeah, no." So he's talking with his buddy, like, if you owned, like, the sub shop down the street, and I'm working for, like, the pizza place. I'm like, "Oh, Dave, they won't let me be general manager." And you're like, "Oh, well, I'm co-owner, so I'll let you be, like, the general manager." I'm like, "Oh, so if you guys don't do this, like this guy," they're like, "All right, see you later."
See ya. We want 2 second-round picks.
They wanted a first-round pick,
Yeah.
and the Bucks were like, So my best friend, he's like, "Oh, no, I don't like Kurt that much."
I like him. Not that much, though. He's not really worth it.
So when it comes to turn out, at the end of the day, I'm not even general manager at Dave's place. I'm still just a cook.
Exactly. Jason Kidd, you suck.
Oh, my
All right?
God.
And that's exactly what you deserve. He does. He deserves to be on a last-place Bucks team, which will happen this coming season.
And he's still not a general manager.
And he's still not a general manager, and will never be a general manager.
All right, give us a first-round pick. Wow.
Oh, you know what, though?
And then that's like, well, we actually don't want him back at all, so how about 2 seconds? All right, we got you, Jason.
You were really, the
But
Bucks
you
were really
can't-
stuck in a rock and a hard place.
You can't be general manager here either, sorry. And then he's like,
I'm a Buck. No, you just suck.
The buck stops someplace.
So we touched on the fact that Miami is on fire and everybody wants out.
Yep.
Everyone leaving clears up $50 to $60 million.
Do you think Danny called Chris Bosh? I do.
Jesus, I hope not. Gertats is staying in D.C. for 5 more years.
Good for the Bullets.
Good for him.
Yep.
Good for him. Good for that team. Derrick Rose says it's not his job to recruit players.
It's not.
It's not his job, and I totally agree with Rose.
I actually like him. I didn't know if I liked him before, but I like that quote.
I like that quote a lot because you know what? He's
Yep.
absolutely right. It's not his job to go out there and be like, please play with me.
Detroit pays $19 million to all the geeks.
Yeah, well, yeah, Joni Meeks. Leaving the Lakers, going to Detroit. Bad move? Yep.
Cool cars in Detroit.
Cool cars in Detroit, but it's just a complete asshole. So, but whatever. All right, give us the last one.
NBA is thinking about moving the draft to July and having an award show. Don't do it.
Come on.
Don't do it.
I don't agree. I agree.
You know,
with
you can move the draft to September. I don't really care. Just don't have an award show.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't want to see. I don't want it.
The NHL has an award show, and
Whom no one watches.
No one watches, and it's terrible. You don't need award shows. You don't need award shows. There's no need for it.
I don't like it.
This isn't the Grammys or the Oscars or the BET Awards or
we could
the
do
Country
the Best
Music
Acting
Awards that
gig.
happen every 2 weeks. You know what? You want an award show? Do like the Razzies of the NBA, like the worst team, the biggest flop, the biggest crybaby.
Let's do our
the most
own.
racist owner.
We've got another off-season episode. Here we go.
We do have it. Look at that.
Look at that. On that note, I hope you enjoyed this show.
I know I did. I had a hell of a time
Yeah.
on this show. It feels good to get out of the sun and into the studio.
All right. We'll see you next time. Stay infected. Peace.